Alright guys, today we're going to talk about the Dark Homunculus. I leveled her up as light until I maxed all the skills, which I just got done doing, and then I switched over to dark, because what I want her to do is be a cleanser and a replacement for Triton on my arena offense. Taking a quick look at the skills. Her skill 1, I chose the remove one beneficial effect and absorb some of the attack bar. Notice it doesn't say, like my Eladriel, a 75% chance to remove. It is a 100% remove beneficial effect on first skill, which is super, super good. Her second skill is elongate harmful effects, which I haven't seen it super useful. Sometimes it can do like a heal block or a dot or something like that. But then she does a flat amount of damage based on the number of harmful effects, which I've found to be pretty useful, and we'll take a look at that. And then her third skill is remove all beneficial effects and stun. So it's basically, this skill has Despair. Also, you can build her on Swift. So it's like Swift Despair, which is really, really good for a cleanser. And then her third skill, if things go bad, she comes back. Maybe she does a little bit more to win the battle for you. Hard to say. So that's pretty nice. So we're going to take her into Arena. Looking for some good targets. This one looks pretty good. I'm not going to get outsped here because they don't have a speed lead. So that would be a guaranteed person I would try to attack. And we'll see how she functions. My Triton was really good, but what I found, and especially I haven't skilled him up yet, is I'd want him to cleanse again, especially against things like Rakan. So here's an interesting situation. They've only got one user on Will, so there's no reason for me to use my full cleanse, especially with the Wusa there. So I'll use my first skill, try to just single cleanse. Missed it, but that's okay. I've still got it up for when I need it. I think I want to kill that Wusa. They're usually fairly tanky. So that's a nice decision that you don't get to make with most, and I'll let Bastet do her thing, and then we'll just cleanse it off. With most cleansers, you don't get that decision. Tiana only has the one cleanse, but it's fantastic. So in my mind, in terms of rankings, I would probably put Tiana as still the best stripper in the game, because she's 100%. Then, this is very preliminary. It's just starting off with the Dark Homunculus. I might say the Dark Homunculus is second best, which is amazing that they gave it to us free to play. And then Triton, third best for arena offense. Now, if we're talking, here's the third skill, cleanse. So we missed one again, which is going to happen. I mean, that's the unfortunate part about not 100%. 100% stripper. I'm saying cleanse. 100% stripper. Tiana's the best because it's 100%. Whereas, all right, let's take a look at what this does to this guy. So we'll hit him and see how much damage we do. Put it on 1 speed. 1,800 and then an extra 1,000. So that was with 4 debuffs on. So it kind of gives you a sense of it. But yeah, so she's basically 85% as effective as Tiana because of the chance to resist if you have her max accuracy, which I wrote 85%, which should be as much as I need. All right, so this guy has the speed leader and the Orion, so probably I can outspeed, but sometimes I don't. It's worth a shot. I like my Bastet to go up against most Orions. Most Orions are not quite fast enough. Yeah, that's what usually happens, especially if they put an Orion on Will. So here, there's 2 on Will, so I have to use third skill. Got it removed, and triple stun. That is pretty lucky. So we'll double up on Chasoon, and there's really no reason to pop the bomb because they're all stunned up, but we'll do it anyway. Normally, I would probably just leave it because there's no reason to keep it going. All right. So yeah, that triple stun is pretty fantastic. Let's see what the Ruin does to Theo here. We'll put it on 1 speed. 3,000, 8,000, because it was a crit. That's quite a bit. That means she did 11k with her second skill, which is really, really good. So building her with a little bit of crit might not be a bad idea. You can only really use her on offense. Mine right now is Swift Fight. I was able to sneak a fight set in there, which was nice. But, I mean, if that second skill is going to crit and it's going to not really rely on attack power or anything like that, I'm thinking that's going to be the next step for her. Because if she has a hard-hitting second skill that can help you clear those bruisers a little faster, that would be really, really good. All right, so going to use the third skill. Yeah, I wish one of them was on Will, not both. Yeah, because we missed the Wusa, so we're going to have to deal with Wusa here in a second. But hopefully it won't be with Rakan as well. Yeah, as long as we can land that second bomb, we're usually okay. So she's really consistent, and I think what really sets her apart is this first skill. So we'll try the cleanse on him. So we missed it there. I don't know. She seems really, really good. I don't think you have to use your best runes on her because she's for PvE only, whereas like a Triton would really shine in arena defense due to the attack bar manipulation, kind of messing with the enemy's attack bar. So I think Triton still has a place on arena defense. I don't know. I'm going to play with both of them. But it's a weird situation because I'm not sure I want to go get Tiana in this point because I now have an offensive and a defensive cleanser. Tiana is really, really good, but, is that worth throwing all my summoning stones after one monster when I still need lots of other monsters like Samantha and things like that? All right, this one threatens to outspeed me. They don't have any sort of a cleanse, so what I would probably do in this case is take off the Seara and add a Vanessa. Just to see if I can't... I think I should be able to outspeed that Orion then. So I don't have the bomb detonation, but I still have the rest of the combo. So this would be my adjustment for teams that have a 33% speed leader. Hey, no will. So I could have even brought 2 bombers had I known, but of course you never know. So there's no reason to cleanse. There's really no reason to elongate any effects or deal damage. So I think we just hit Rakan a little bit. So when Rakan does his buff, he'll get hit with that bomb. There he goes. All right. So do we want to do this? I think we want to keep that bomb on Camilla and let her proc into it, or just take her turn. Okay. Yeah, but there's nothing to really remove, so I think we just keep moving along. I don't think elongating the effect of the bomb is worth it. So we got stuck into single targeting, which is obviously slowing us down on offense, but that's kind of how it goes, Oh, she blew up. That's fantastic. So then all the threats are gone, and that's it. So that's how I would modify my bomb team for speed, and that's, of course, if you have a 33% speed leader. So she's still doing her thing and doing a good job. So I think we've looked at kind of her third skill, her first skill, and her second skill. We haven't had a point where she's died and needed to show what she does on revive, but I think this is going to be pretty standard gameplay. And honestly, I think she just looks cool compared to Triton. Triton's animation's a little slow, the third skill, and it doesn't look that great. All right, so a full fire team. It's going to be really tanky. We can give it a shot. Seara's not going to last very long. I know that. So we'll see how it goes. They've got a lot of immunity, so this may be a risky attack for my comp here. So we've only got 1 on will, so we're going to try the first skill on the Vela. Missed it, unfortunately. But we've still got that second skill up for when she does all her stuff and Rakan does all his stuff, if he's still alive. Got the Perna as well, which sometimes you don't want to get the Perna because then they're sitting and stunned, but then if Vela's going to do that, that's obviously not going to happen. Okay, so Seara's going to take a hit. The shield goes down. She's hurting, but now it's time to Shockwave. Hopefully we get the full cleanse. We did. And this comp kind of shows another feature of that Shockwave. We didn't touch the Leica. It's a hands-off, hands-free kind of a cleanse, which with all the Leicas and the Rakans and the Renas and all the stuff that just wants to eat you up, it's nice. All right, so let's try this, the elongating on the Perna, because she's defense broken as well, and we'll see what kind of damage we do. So there's the first one, 4,000, 16,000 with the second skill. 16,000. That's amazing that she just did 20,000. I mean, as much as the full DPS Liebli with her second skill. So I could really see that second skill being an underappreciated part of her kit that might come... Oh, got the cleanse again. That might come into play more often than, we would think. So we got the cleanse there, which is fantastic. I mean, I'm kind of seeing this for the first time too. Some of these skills in action, especially that cleanse. Man, that is just fantastic. The cleanse and then the second skill. I'm sorry, the hard-hitting second skill. So we'll see if we can't get it. We do not. It seems like that misses a little more than usual. So maybe it is the percent chance. I may be wrong there. I'll have to double check. Okay, let's try to ruin Leica again. See how it goes. Not quite enough for the kill. But for a team that I think was probably a hard matchup for me, that went about as well as it could have gone. All right, so I feel like that's a good representation of how she's going to perform. I think it's better than Triton personally for offense, and that's how I wanted to use her. I needed a little something. I think the not touching the opponent is fantastic. I think the first skill and now the second skill also. So attacks and remove one beneficial effect and absorb 10% of the attack bar with a 25% chance each. Okay, so it's the beneficial effect and absorb 25. So it's a 1 in 4 cleanse, not as good. And when we level it up, it'll be a 50% cleanse. So not as amazing as I had thought, but it is a 50%. So still better than nothing, but you got to level it up. I haven't put any skill ups into her, but the damage will go up on this one, and the cooldown reduced. Interesting. So that might be worth investing in. And then this, obviously, at 6 turns is a little bit long to rely on, but at 4 turns, a little bit more interesting. So there's the Dark Homunculus in action. My eventual goal for her would be to get her on full fight, which would require really good fight runes, because I would lose the Swift Set bonus. But I think over the course of the game, that'll probably happen. I've got this fight rune that I would think would go well on her. But I do want to keep that accuracy. So I'm looking for fight runes with lots of speed, like 20 speed and accuracy. Not really something I have right now. So I hope that was informative. That was the Dark Homunculus built for Shockwave in Arena. And I will see you all next time. Take care.